4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
There's a threat in the world today. A threat to our way of living, a threat to our society, and maybe even a threat to our very existence. And what is this threat?
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world.
He is the one.
I am.
I am the ass.
He is.
And we are Black and White Sports.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice.
How am I not pound the best fighter in the world? You tell me.
Because you're retired?
I mean, I want to see your face when you're asking this question and the way you're going to ask it. Look a man in the eye before you try to kill him or make up something.
He went through my soul.
And I'm not surprised.
What is happening, BW Sports One World? It is Wednesday Night Live with your favorite hosts, the one and the Lion King, as we get farewell to 2020. Damon, what's going on, brother?
I just really wish that you would settle in on the name and leave it that way. I think you should drop the King, man. That's just your alter ego is the King. When we hit the mats, you know what I'm saying, in the AWF, I think it should just be the Lion, son.
The Lion.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, tonight we're going out of 2020 with the last show of the year with a bang. Gotta roll. Uh-oh. We might have a little gremlin to get rid of 2020 with us, Damon. Yes. Brandon, what's going on? Good evening from Florida. Hey, give Asher our congratulations over here at BW Sports One because he did fantastic. He got in a cart for his first national race down there, and, you know, regardless of what happened, I'm glad he's okay. He's learned, and now you roll forward.
Yeah, he's a tough kid. He'll be just fine. I
Yes.
got high hopes for that young man. So, hey, what's up?
Yes. It has been the one. It's like the dong. The one. The one dong. Trying anything right here to leave 2020 a due.
Yeah. So, hey, man, I know people have been checking it out. We've been quite busy the last couple of days.
Yes.
We had a great time out with President Madam Natalie Morris of USA Girls Basketball. But we had a great time doing their live stream of their Winter Elite Camp this past Monday and Tuesday. Man, we had a ball.
Yes, it was fun. It was exciting to watch these 5th and 6th and 7th and 8th graders perform like they did. I mean, they definitely have been trained with the best, and we noticed that, you know, on the court. We've seen the trainers and how they handle situations and how they get these girls involved, and it was an amazing thing to be a part of. And again, speaking for both of us, thank you again to USA Girls Basketball. Thank you, Natalie Morris, for allowing us to be a part of such a fantastic camp.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, we had what was it? 2 Indiana Miss Basketballs, 6 Indiana All-Stars, and 12 current high recruited current high school players.
Yes. I mean, the gyms were filled with talent and women leadership. And the slogan was, you know, the future is female. These girls did it all. I mean, they showed each other class act, leadership, fellowship, and it's going to great things. No problem, Asher. What's up, buddy?
All good in the hood. Well, yeah, it was a fabulous 2 days. We met a lot of new people, see a lot of young talent coming on in the upcoming next couple years. I am expecting to see a couple of these girls over the next couple of years. There was some couple that we looked at that looked like, wow, they can get it in, man. So, but look to see that two pairing. It should be a great upcoming year for the both of us.
Yes. Cannot wait. Cannot wait to do it again. I know I put that up there for you. I put it up there for you.
We'll get to that in a minute. Oh, great seller and buyer of fabulous homes.
He is talking about Rockstar Realty, Mr. Shawn Nugent. That's right, folks. Get with them. Little plug right there, 317-503-8322.
He said, Sean said, we're live more than Greeny.
I know. I love it. I love it.
Well, somebody is on the network. It might not be us.
Yeah, the network. That's what he's saying. BW Sports 1, your 24/7 location for sports. I love it. Sean giving a little shot to my niece there.
Well, yeah, she needs to get it together. But it'll come. It'll come. It's right there. It's right there. It's so that, that when you see the switch is like halfway flipped, as soon as it goes click, you know what I mean? It's a 2010 every night.
And it's just so frustrating to wait for that thing to click over.
Oh, yeah. Because I have never had any qualms about let that thing fly.
Yeah. Hey, she'll learn.
Yeah.
She'll learn.
But that's what we were up to the last couple of days. That was fun. Make sure you guys check them out if you got any young female ballers. It's a great program to get involved to. Madam President Natalie Morris is a wonderful person for your daughters to be around, and a nice extra female role model other than you fabulous mothers, to have your daughters around. It looks like we got some other things popping off real good in 2021. I think we have a couple new shows.
We do. Quantum Inspirations with Monica P. Clark. It's not Monica Rochelle Clark. She changed her name today. So just to let you guys know, BW Sports One World, I was over at the Magnificent Monicas today, the Mystic Monicas. I'm trying to think of something quantum-ish to come up with her name. But I was over there. We got her set up on the stream booth. We got her ready to roll. Got the camera set up and rolling. Mic's all good. And I can't wait. It was just a positive vibe. My daughter went with me. She met Sophia, her daughter. Jasmine and Sophia are now like BFFs for life and stuff. And they do all the crystal loving and all that. Hey, it was just a positive vibe. And I cannot wait for the BW Sports One World to get to know Monica P. Because I call her Monica P. And I was over there. So she said that she's got this guy that is some type of numeric algorithm. I know, stay with me on this, D. Okay. Some numeric algorithm with your name. And when she put the Monica Rochelle Clark up there, it was kind of like he was telling her with the number scheme. It was like she's been a long way from who she was and all this, that, and the other. So I said, why don't you go back to your name? I know you as Monica Painter. But that's why she changed it to Monica P. Clark, because the P kind of gave it a little bit more, a better number, I guess, in whatever algorithm this guy uses. But I'm waiting to hear what this algorithm comes back when she puts her maiden name in there, because it's, again, just positive. Poof, my mind's blown already.
So my question is what is the algorithm supposed to produce? Because you never really told us that.
I don't know. Oh, maybe that could be on her first show, kind of getting into that algorithm thing. I don't know.
I'm trying to stay with you like you asked, but
I know. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I was kind of lost too. I was kind of lost myself, but I'll let her explain it to the world when she can.
Oh, and I'm ready for it. I think she's going to do a great job. So that should be great. He says it stops from your drinking.
Hey man, this is New Year's Eve, man. We're ready to get the party started.
Right on. So, hey, before we get into it, I guess we'll give you guys a little bit of a rundown. This is actually like my partner and brother there said, it's New Year's Eve. This is our last Wednesday show of the 2020 disaster year, but has brought in some good things for some of us. So today's show is going to be a little bit different than what we normally do. We're still going to get to our broscussion and what is our other show called that I just completely forgot all about?
What?
The headlines. Oh yes,
Man Cave headlines.
Yes, the Man Cave headlines. We're going to combine those together today to get the year end of a sports black and white style recap of the year.
Yay!
But before we do that, because we normally do that first, but we're going to do that towards the end so that way we can end the show on the positive side of 2020, sending good vibes into 2021. So we're going to do our picks first. We're going to do our Doc Sports picks of the week first this week so we can run through our football chatter, talk about the Steelers and the Colts, and get right into the year in review because it happened. There really didn't a lot happen.
Now, as I said, Doc Sports picks of the week brought to you by Doc Sports Services. That's right. Text BW Sports to 29022 right now for your $60 free $60 picks. 29022. Text BW Sports.
Hey, real quick, why don't you tell them what Doc Sports does? If they might be a little confused.
Okay, so what Doc Sports is, there's a lot of forums out there on Facebook talking about the handicap forums and handicap being the betting side of things. Doc Sports, that's your go-to if you want to make money. I mean, if you're really wanting to gamble here and there, even if it's every other day or every other week or something like that, you get your sports picks. I mean, straight from people like Rafael Esparza. Like all the other people that work at Doc Sports, they give you their picks, and they're pretty good at making you money. So text BW Sports to 29022.
Or they wouldn't be getting paid to give picks.
Bingo.
All right, so let's head into our first commercial break, and then we'll jump right into our stuff that we do for football.
Sounds good.
Oh, yeah.
Let everybody know where to find you and how to get in contact with you.
That's a good one. So you guys can give us a call here, 765-499-1005, or you can email us, eliteptbyzd@gmail.com. So you got both by phone and by email, or if you want the address here at the studio, it's 7430 Little Oak Lane, Indianapolis, Indiana here, 46259.
So every time I go in there, like this morning, to get my butt worked, my arms actually today, legs and butt was yesterday, I talk about the fall off of the chair. And he understands that I put this on the video for the commercial for him because that's what made him a sensation. I just had to add the Kawhi Leonard laugh to it, and it just makes it perfect.
That side is for something completely different, and I'm gonna bust you for it after we complete this fabulous show.
It's probably the wrong commercial at the wrong time. I don't know. I didn't get a chance to look at the Evernote to see which commercial you wanted me to pull, so I went ahead and did that one.
This guy here, man, I love him. Yeah, he keeps me on my toes. He keeps me on my toes.
Yes, even if you don't like it.
What I do, I love it. I love it because it gives me something to inspire to for the next show.
There you go. I'm glad I could help you out, D.
All right, so we're getting into our essence, which is our surprises and disappointments. And before we tell you about that, we want to make sure we let you guys know, since he mentioned him a bit ago, we're going to let you guys know about our good friend Rafael Esparza. And you want to check him out and my man right here, The Lion, every Monday most Mondays at 7:30 for Bet Your Ass with
That's
Rafael
right.
Esparza, hosted by Dan DeLion.
That's right. And don't forget, folks, don't bet what you don't have.
Yes.
Message.
All right, surprises.
Yes.
Who's your surprises of last week?
Excuse me. I'll start with players. I mean, you got to give it to and there's no real surprise of his greatness in the backfield, but you got to give it to him. Alvin Kamara, 6 touchdowns. 6 touchdowns. Ties the NFL record for most touchdowns in a game. How can you not? You know what I'm saying? How can you not? Running touchdowns in a game.
Yes, running touchdowns in the game. I wasn't not. I was reading a question from Mr. Just. So that here, what second? I like your pick, man. That was one that I would really have liked to written down, but I had already committed to Jared Allen.
Right.
That was on Monday Night Football to make him the quarterback in franchise history to have the most touchdowns in the season.
Yeah. I mean, he's a badass.
Quarterback used to be Jim Kelly, so
yeah. It's been a while. I mean, it's been a while since they've had a pretty sound team. And with Josh Allen, man, I think he is legit.
Yeah, this could be a new revival of those old Jim Kelly. I can't even think of the running back's name.
Thurman Thomas.
Yes, Thurman Thomas and Bruce Smith and Ingram was the receiver. Yeah, that was a good team. Too bad they went and lost so many times in a row.
Who was their other? Oh man, who was their other? Andre Rison? No, he played for the Falcons. Who else was there? Who else was their main receiver? Andre Reed. There you go.
Yeah, I think that was it. I'm sorry, I'm going to answer that question and have it taken care of for you, sir.
I will move on. I'll go ahead and move on to my surprising team. And I'm not going to lie, man. The Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals with a no-name quarterback in. Throws for two touchdowns, I believe. I think he almost had 400 yards in passing. They handled business. I mean, yeah, I got something to say on your pick just because the situations and circumstances, but I was almost saying them too.
Yeah. Let's see. Yes and yes. I went with the Jets again. Yes, I did because it won back games. The whole season they were talking, they're going to be 0-16, blah. They're terrible. We bashed them. We talked about the coach. I'm still going to talk about the coach because the way you changed up the show on me kind of left me from talking about the show because I was going to light his ass up.
Yeah.
We talk about what does dumbass say? It's on the tip of my he said that the offensive woes this season was on him.
You're talking about Adam Gase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think, but
yeah, exactly. I don't think there's anything else to go off of.
But yeah, I'll give it to the Jets. They need some positives just because they played themselves out of Trevor Lawrence. And I'm really too high on these quick early picks because not too many of them have fared well. The last couple have been kind of shitty teams and turned out to be shitty quarterbacks. Baker Mayfield has seemed to be doing the best at it at the moment. Well,
let me kind of debate that for a second with the Jets pick on the surprise. Because of Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham, Baker Mayfield didn't have much to throw to this week because of sickness and injury. Well, I think they're both out because of COVID, right? They were all on COVID restrictions.
Almost their whole receiving staff.
So, I mean, I could have seen the Jets actually winning, this game because of that reason. Now, granted, Cleveland is still playing for something, then they should not have lost to the Jets at a 2-14 team, or 3-4, 3-13, 2-15, whatever, or 2-14, whatever it's going to end up to be. But yeah, but I saw it as being a very big possibility of happening.
I agree,
and that's what I went with the Bengals for.
Hey, I'm good with it. Before we lose track of thought, Chris, I want to answer your question. He says, what do the Patriots do with Cam? Bro, I have the slightest earthly idea, because one can read Belichick anyway. You know what I mean? I think with the throwing of the phone the other day was the first time I really seen emotion out of Coach Belichick. But I don't think no one knows what they're going to do with Cam. They really don't have any faith in, because they did, they would have gone ahead and switched him out for Cam. But you got to look at it. Cam came into the same situation that Brady left out of. You know what I mean? He had nobody. You can't throw to yourself. You know what I mean? So I don't know, Chris. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he stayed there. I wouldn't be surprised if they drafted a quarterback either. So,
yeah, I can see both things. Or, huh?
Now, where else is he gonna go?
What's that?
Say Pittsburgh.
Oh, well, no. I mean, I could honestly see. I could honestly see a scenario where Belichick calls for Carson Wentz.
Ooh.
Makes you think. Makes you wonder.
But I mean, it's possible. But you're the only one who still likes Wentz, so I guess you could try to give him some type of good way out.
I like who's ever winning games. All right. And none of my team is winning games.
All right, so let's move down to disappointings. For my players, I'm sorry, Coach. I went with your whole entire defensive secondary and defensive coordinator. Man, y'all gave up 21 unanswered points. 21 unanswered points to an offense that hasn't produced jack shit in 3.5 weeks. Oh, consequently, they've lost 3 straight games. But here comes the Colts. Thank you, Indianapolis. You have always been good to Damon and the one. I appreciate it. And my wife brought up this fact the other day. She says, as long as we've been together, the Colts have never beaten Pittsburgh.
Wow. That sucks to be her on that situation.
I love it. And that's the only time I've talked shit the whole week to her. That is the only time right now, this very second. I haven't said anything.
Until then.
I'm not going to say anything else.
Yeah, it was that moment. He knew he messed up.
Yeah. Keeping it real, going wrong.
Right. Well, you went with a whole secondary defense. I'm going to go with the entire Tennessee offense. I'm sorry. Derrick Henry is a beast. He almost got another 100-yard rushing game, but couldn't put it in the end zone. You go up, you get 2 touchdowns. No, I don't think anybody scored in the first quarter. Second quarter, you're up 14-10, I believe. After that, there it went. Because you didn't do anything after that. You obviously couldn't even stop them from scoring a bit. So I almost give the whole Titans team that, because I have another team to go to.
Yeah, I mean, that was man. Boy, if that didn't lock up the complete I want to throw a monkey wrench at Patrick Mahomes MVP game. I mean, it was like ooh, we like the snow. I play in the snow. I like to play in the snow. Then it was like, oh, the snow is cold. I don't want to be here anymore.
Right. They were done. They were done. And fighting for a playoff spot. I mean, they haven't locked anything in. All these teams they're fighting for the division, and if they lose, they may not even make the playoffs.
Right. The Colts losing Sunday, and then the Titans having that opportunity to play after. That was your moment to take a hold of that position, and both of them really squandered it.
Yep. So squandered it.
Yes, squandered. That's a great word.
Go. From the Lord.
Where am I going from here? I'm going
Teams.
to mine.
Yes.
My team. Disappointment, had the coach secretary. My team I didn't know who to pick. I didn't really know who to pick because all of them had opportunities, and I still can't decide. All of them had opportunities to make a grasp or take a hold of their divisions or a better position in the division, and every single one of them lost. Cardinals, Raiders, Rams.
I think, honestly, out of your list, I think the least disappointing I would be in is Vegas, just because they had that really far shot in the AFC to make it. And those other two teams, like we've talked about, I mean, you have a shot. You could lock it up, and you fall flat on your face. Right.
Hey,
yo,
let me say something real quick before we jump into the next part of this. Because I had it on there, and I wanted to say this. For all you fans of the Washington football team who is hating on this young man, Dwayne Haskins, listen, I'm not the one, as you can see the flag behind me, I'm not the one to defend no OSU player on and I'm really not trying to defend him, but I'm more trying to go at the team and the people on the team. So the man goes to the strip club or whatever he goes to, doesn't wear a mask, violates protocol, whatever, blah, 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 blah. We understand that. But now all of a sudden, he's a big cancer and he's a big problem in the organization. But the first article that came out this week before they released him was this. They said Dwayne Haskins, team captain, was stripped of his team captain's flag for the year, right? So if he was such a problem and he was such a burden on your organization, one, why was he still there? Two, why the hell did you make him captain? The owner can't make him captain. The team votes on who your captain is. So if he was such a cancer, why the hell did you vote him as your team captain? That's all I got to say.
I don't really think it happened and really until Alex Smith came back. Until Haskins, I think he got sick. He was under the COVID protocol, or he may have gotten injured a little bit. And Smith came in, and he was playing pretty good, for the comeback of the year. You didn't hear much about it until then. And then all of a sudden, poof, the locker room opens. So with all the shambles going on in Washington, with all the crap that's happened, another 2020 shit on type thing, it's just another thing to add to the disappointment of Washington as an organization this year.
Right. I agree. Yeah, that was it. That was all my piece. I didn't want to say anything else about it.
All right. Well, my disappointing team is obviously the damn Eagles. God. Got a chance to do something. I don't care if you go in at 6-9-1. Make the playoffs. Give me another reason to watch the NFL for one more week. Regardless, I'm going to watch it, but that's not the point. Sounded better if my team's in it. Now, I got to listen to my son, my brother, my sister-in-law, my cousin, and all you other damn Cowboys fans out there talking, hey, we beat you. You know what? You just suck a little bit less than we do. That's it.
It's like voting for president. You vote.
Man, you both suck, but geez.
You're cheering for the one who screws you the least.
Right.
And right now, the Cowboys are screwing
God, it hurts. But also, like you were, I had three teams, the Eagles being one, talked about the Titans, and you talked about the Colts. That was my other two teams because, again, both of those teams were fighting for a playoff, and both of them fell. Terrible. We need a terrible button. We need the Sir Charles terrible button.
We're going to get there.
Oh, we're getting there. We had the knobs back out this week for the first time in a while, man. It felt great.
The way you said it and your movements was terrible. It's like the knobs. Ooh.
The knobs.
Let's move on to the second commercial so we can get to our Doc Sports picks.
We already did Doc Sports. No, okay. I'll shut up now and let you in on a little fun stuff with our good buddies over at Driving for Dyslexia and Elliott Cox Racing. I can't wait to see what's in store with Elliott in 2021. I just saw him this morning at training because he just got back from Jacksonville area with his grandparents' house. So,
hey, just put all the miners' business out there in the streets.
He's all right. He was getting pumped. He was here to pump.
Nah, man, I like Elliott, man, because he gives you guys a bunch of shit too. He'll tell y'all.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Oh man, hey, I'm gonna call him out real quick. You remember when we was at the hotel in Daytona, and the young couple was swimming in the pool?
Yeah.
He wasn't doing a whole lot of watching his dad. He was talking about he had that nice lean to the side where he's like, okay, they ain't really paying attention. But no, bro, the black guy saw you.
Yeah. The black guy is always watching.
Hey, I'm not mad at him. It was good job.
There you go. All right, let's move into Doc's picks of Doc Sports picks of the week. Again, text BWSPORTS to 29022 for your free $60 sports picks.
Yes. All right. So last week, best game, you had the Titans Packers. I had the Eagles Cowboys.
Well, we both were wrong on that one.
Both games were good for about 13 and a half minutes.
If that. Well, mine was good. I had a good first half. And
yeah, that was bad. And then our worst game was yours was Bears Jaguars. Mine was Colts Steelers.
So that you should have switched with your best pick, and you would have been golden last week.
Yeah, they surprised me. I ain't gonna lie, my boys surprised me. They looked shitty the last couple of weeks, and even before the 3 losses. So I was like, you know what? They've already settled in that they're in the playoffs, and the Colts is fighting for a little bit more. But that didn't turn out. So kudos to the Steelers.
Yeah. I'm sorry, D.
Find a way to leave the house after the game so I can wear my mask and all that shit.
There you go. Get it.
Thank you, mother-in-law, for my Christmas present. Yay, Steelers.
Aha. Oh, boy. Most intriguing. I picked Colts and Steelers. Rams and Seahawks. I'd say mine was a little bit more better pick as far as most intriguing because Seattle Seattle did what Seattle should have been doing for a while now.
Agreed.
So, it's no better time than now to move to this week's Doc Sports Picks of the Week. Best game. I'm going to tell you why I picked this, Damon. You're looking at it and you're thinking to yourself, why in the hell would the Lion King of 2020 – I should have added that part to my name tonight. The Lion King of 2020 pick the Ravens at Bengals to be the best game of the week. I'm going to tell you why. Ouch. Shots fired by the wife. I'm going to tell you why I picked this game. Let me pull this up. I got it on my phone because I took the stats here. Okay. So Baltimore right now is sitting in the 6th spot in the playoffs. Okay. Cleveland is 7th behind them. 8th sits Indiana. Above them is Miami, and 4th is at Tennessee. All of those teams having a 10-5 record. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's the team that's going to lose this weekend against, yes, the Cincinnati Bengals. The Baltimore Ravens will be eliminated from the playoffs this week because I believe that the Colts win, the Browns win, because it doesn't matter to Pittsburgh. They can't.
Ben is not playing.
He's not playing, but also they can't get the bye, so they're as high as they can be going into the playoffs.
Right. You might
Cleveland, yeah. Cleveland's winning. They're like 11.5-point favorites already. The Colts are winning against the Jags. They're not going to lose twice in the same year against the Jaguars. And they need this win. Miami's going to win because Buffalo, I do not think, is going to be playing some people. They have no reason to play anybody. They can't fall. They can't move up, just like Pittsburgh. Those two teams are going to lose by default, knocking Baltimore out because I think Cincinnati sees that in their mind and says, ha-ha! That's what they're going to do. That was a long, drawn-out explanation.
Yeah, and all I can say is good luck. That's what I got. I mean,
that's your ass, buddy.
Mine is Rams Cardinals, man. That's plain and simple as NFC West.
Mm-hmm.
Both of these teams' playoff lives matter on this game, so that should be fun to watch.
It does, and yeah, we're going. It could change a lot of stuff. It's unfortunate that I'm seeing Dallas is right there on the cusp, but what? Anyway.
So we're basically cheering for Washington or who? The Giants.
Well, the Giants are playing Dallas this weekend, and we're playing Washington. So I'm not voting. I'm not going against my team.
So I'm cheering for the Giants.
Yeah, why not? Because I think if the Giants win and we beat Washington, the New York Giants take over the NFC East at 7-9
with no Saquon Barkley.
Right.
Absolutely outstanding.
No, it's between. No, I'm sorry. Washington, I believe, has it already.
So, but if the Giants win, the Cowboys are out.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Washington's already won. I'm pretty sure Washington's already won the division.
I'm okay. I'm just making sure that if the Giants win, the Cowboys are out. That's all I'm concerned about.
Yeah. Yeah. As long as it's not the Cowboys in the NFC East, I'm fine with it.
I'm good with that. All right. All right. So let's you ready to get into our bro discussion and my bookie man cave headlines?
Well, yeah, real quick. Worst game. I picked the Colts and Jags. You picked the Jets and Patriots. You skipped something.
I did.
And then I got most intriguing is going to be Packers and Bears, and you got Rams and Cardinals, like you said. Yeah, I don't know. Packers and Bears. Watch. Bears win because Packers ain't going to play anybody, and that's going to knock one of those two other teams out.
One of them, huh?
Yep.
The two other teams.
The two teams like the Rams or the Cardinals, one of those teams is going to get knocked out because the Bears are going to win.
I can see the Bears trying, but I can also see the Bears doing exactly what the Bears do.
Flop. Yeah, nothing.
All right. So what are we doing now, sir?
Now it's the recap. It's the recap. What?
Year in review, black and white style.
That's right. But first, we got to give a shout out to the man, the myth, the legend, Rockstar Realty, Mr. Shawn Nugent.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy Dan over at BWSPORTS1.com and Black and White Sports. And I'm wondering if you're ready to buy or sell that home, now's the time, and I got just the person for you. Mr. Shawn Nugent, a.k.a. Rockstar Realtor himself. 317-503-8322. Put that home on the market. Get into your dream home with this man. Talk to Shawn at Talk to Tucker today, 317-503-8322. And make sure you tell him the boys over at BWSPORTS1.com sent you.
Bam! That's how we do it. That's how we roll.
Hey, I'm looking at Monica P. I'm looking at her comment, and I'm almost intrigued by what thought-provoking question that she can come up with football.
I think she was saying that she needs to watch it some more. I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah.
I can't wait because I'm sure that's going to be a mind-blowing, mind-altering quantum leap discussion.
Oh yeah, that was good, D.
Yeah, not really.
All right, so
I tried though.
Yeah, you did. I'll give you 100A for effort. All right, so now we
not coffee.
Oh yes, not coffee. This is all my Christmas present from my secret Santa, which was my mother-in-law.
There you go. Not coffee.
That's coffee. So we're getting into our year-end review, BW Sports 1 style. So I kind of, my man here threw a monkey wrench in my plans yesterday while we were broadcasting, live streaming for USA Girls Basketball. And he said, hey, why don't we do tomorrow's show with a year-end review? And I have done 50% of tonight's show.
But like he said earlier, guys, he loves it because I just keep him on his toes.
Yes. So I did put something together for us to entertain you for our year-end of the review. So I kind of mapped it out, and I think you can follow how I kind of try to do it, try to start you off where we started 2020.
Yep.
And move in throughout the year. I didn't get everything, but I mean, we can fill in along that timeline I see. So I got it over here. I started with the NCAA football because, you know, at the turn of the year, we're doing bowl games and we're having a national championship.
Yep.
So we had the national championship early in the year. Who the hell won? Clemson. Didn't they blow out somebody? No, they beat Alabama like what, 14?
I don't remember the exact score, but yes, it was Alabama.
Yes. So again, we have the same 9 teams fighting for the same 4 spots, watching the same people do it all over again.
Almost all.
And for some reason, we might, I think, at the end of our review, we'll probably end up with the same teams.
Yeah, almost.
Almost. So the year started off with Clemson winning the national championship.
Mm-hmm.
And this is about the time we're starting to really hear about this little disease or this little virus, starting to spread throughout our globe. So as we're starting to read the news about these things, we're just off the turn of the year. Everybody's celebrating the new year, and coming home from different places. The wife and I think we were out south in Monrovia, chilling with the fam, doing some things, and back in the house, sit down on the couch, and I get the text.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe Bryant and daughter's helicopter goes down. No more Kobe. You know what I mean? So, wow, bro, that was a hard one to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, and it is. It's he was not just an icon on the court. I mean, he was a generational changer. Does that make sense? What I'm trying to say?
Yeah, he was a one in a generation type person.
So I mean, he was from what was it, 97, 98, his rookie year.
98, I think. Not one.
I mean, when he came in the league, you knew there was something special with him. He did happen to, have the issue, the marital issue, but he came out and he did what he did. His wife supported him. They made up. That should have been in headlines after that. And unfortunately, the dramatic end to a legend's life.
Yeah, that was the really hard part about it. Not really so much as the basketball loss, was more of the dad loss, because you saw towards the end of his career the change in Kobe. With the, they say with age comes wisdom. You know what I mean? It's like you see him get older, you can see him become a better family man, a better teammate, a better leader, so to speak. And you can see all the different adventures. And it's one thing you can say about Kobe. Even if he wasn't a basketball player, the type of mentality that he had, he was going to be successful in anything that he did. And at the end, he was involved with a lot of the youth stuff, writing children's books. I think he was going to be a superstar on that level as well. And I think we have more of a loss on that situation than we do really as it coming from a basketball side of it.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
And then so we move on from that tragedy, and that takes us into failed playoffs. And what comes out of the NFL playoffs? A god darn superstar of Patrick Mahomes.
Man. He definitely put his foot down on the field and let the world know what's happening.
Yes. So the NFL was, finishing up their playoffs and doing the thing, and then we start to hear that this virus is hitting the shores of the United States, and things is getting a little crazy around our country. Here in the state of Indiana, we are actually going into the state tournaments for our high school basketball for winter sports. So the girls actually got their state tournament in, where you had Lawrence North winning their their girls state, the Indiana women's state tournament, getting ready to start, and was into, I think, the first weekend of sectionals and boys is when
it was the very first weekend that their tournament.
I don't even think they got. I think they got the first 3 or 4 games played.
The first day.
Yeah, because I think the first game had 29 or 30 people affected from that game.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when all of America has shut down anything. You heard the rumblings in the NCAA because they're getting ready to go into their conference tournaments, setting the brackets for the NCAA Big Dance, and then here it is. Our country is on shutdown. There's no games being played. There's nothing going on. Our country's in turmoil, and we fans are struggling. We're struggling big time. We're watching reruns. I mean, granted, the NFL Network and the NBA, TV, ESPN, and all of them, they love us, so they kept giving us stuff to watch.
But man, it got so tedious watching the same damn reruns.
Yeah,
man.
But then ESPN and all of their wisdom, saving grace, gave us The Last Dance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's true.
Boy, have relationships changed after that documentary.
Yeah.
A lot of people idolized Jordan, and they knew he wasn't like the perfect guy, but hey, man, Jordan was an asshole.
He had that mentality, you know.
Hey, me and Jordan might have had to scrap, dog.
I mean, a lot of things did come out, you know, and I don't know. The one of the things that sticks out from that, just thinking over it, was the respect for Rodman. I mean, that guy was, you know, regardless of you know what anybody says about him on the court, dude's a monster.
Hey, when you can drop a what did he do? Drop a 19 rebound game, fly to Vegas, smash Carmen Electra, party all night, have Jordan show up into your hotel to pick you up, come back to Chicago, practice in your PJs, and then get another 20 rebound game. Hey man, you go to Vegas every night. I don't give a damn.
Yes, Shawn, that's that championship competitiveness mentality. Expect your team to work as hard as everybody else on the team.
Hey,
I agree wholeheartedly.
You can expect your team to work as hard as you do. I get that. But the disrespect, I think that's where we could have drawn the line a little bit. I mean,
some of the disrespect I get.
Yeah, there's many leaders out there that push their teams to the limits, and get the same effect as Mike did without demeaning people's reputation or their whatever.
Shawn, who? Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Tom
Racker.
Thomas.
Thomas Racker.
So we have The Last Dance. People were upset. Pippen is made to look like a I don't know who made Pippen look worse, his ex-wife or the Jordan documentary. Yeah, I say Jordan documentary because it wasn't about the Bulls, it was about Mike.
Right. Everybody knew it was. And if you didn't know, now you know.
And knowing this happened, yo, Joe.
I want to bounce back just real quick a little bit, Damon.
Go ahead.
Because you did have the Daytona 500 go off.
I'm sorry, Tom Racker. My bad.
Well, no, I'm getting to the kind of I'm doing a little segue here. You got the Daytona 500 going off, then they kind of stop racing. That's when the iRacing scene blew up widely among the world. And man, it's like you've seen the pros coming in and doing this. Now you see these pros at this time now in the year. You see all these pros with these big ass rigs and triple monitors and things that I could only dream about having right in front of me. But yes, now you see it, Damon. I see it in your face. Yeah, but it's that time, you know. And then IndyCar, unfortunately, the Indianapolis 500 was shut down to fans, and tremendously, you know, that rocked our city, especially, along with, you know, the NCAA tournament not happening. You know, you did touch on that. That was a key hit to this city here in Indianapolis. Those two things combined, especially the same within 2 months of each other, just suck.
Hey man, I can't believe I even forgot, because even bigger than the race, we were denied Carb Day.
Yeah, man. First carb day we've missed in how long?
Hey, I gotta put this up, bro.
Well, the state of basketball.
Oh, Lord,
hashtag the state of basketball.
That is absolutely outstanding. That just blew my whole train of thought.
I see that.
Carb Day. Yes, Carb Day. We were denied Carb Day. We were denied 200 Jello shots, a couple cases of whatever domestic Brenner beer we was going to drink, and some frozen Fireball.
Yeah, and whatever else was in the cooler that day.
Or Rodney's cousin was having.
Woo. That's like the suicide drink. Don't drink it. That's besides the point. At that point, it doesn't taste.
So at this point in our transition through the year, we have canceled Daytona, moved the 500 to August. We've moved the Masters. We've had golf not playing. We have tennis not playing. We missed Wimbledon. All of things are happening. But then we don't have the Olympics. Because 2020 was supposed to be the winter or the Summer Olympics. So we don't get the Olympics. But then we have the saving grace of combat sports. We hear the rumblings of a certain crazy owner, president, Dana White, with these weird ideas of a fight island. You know, in my mind, I'm thinking Mortal Kombat, but I was never really given that dream reality. So I'm still upset. But then before he gets to launch all of those things, he, you know what I'm saying? He's working out the deal and shit, trying to get stuff going in Vegas. But Top Rank Boxing jumps in and they got live sports on. Way to go, Top Rank Boxing. Jump right out the bat. We got big names. We got Shakur Stevenson, electrifying. We end up with I can't forget the guy who's protege of Mayweather, another one of the lighter weight classes. You know, so boxing is coming in. And then here comes Dana White. You know what I'm saying? And we get UFC fights. So we're getting live sports. And we have Fight Island. Oh.
And about that time, I'm sorry, all these other sports are looking at these like, how in the hell are they doing this? We have to figure something out.
And then here comes Disney and MLS, Major League Soccer. They was the first team sport league to do the bubble system. They were the guinea pigs. They quarantined off Disney since everything in America was shut down. Disney had this huge campus where they were able to to host this, followed in by the NBA and the WNBA, which executed it properly.
All except for one chicken wing run.
But that was before, though. You know what I mean? Well,
that's besides the point. I like to say it.
I mean, yeah,
Disney brought a strip club in, folks, just to make chicken wings.
Hey, there was a lot of things that was allowed in that Disney thing during the NBA. A lot of people didn't know about, but that seemed to be effective with dealing with the emotional stress, dealing with the kuta. Because I mean, regardless of what you're doing, you've been locked away for some of these teams were locked away for 3 whole months away from their families, not be able to do anything. But the NBA executed it properly. There were no positive COVID tests inside the bubble. So they showed that they can do that. We went through a whole season, got a champion. in the women's and the thing. And at this time, we finally get baseball to get their thumb out of their ass.
They never will.
Yeah, never will. Get them to figure out how they're going to argue a little more over rich people getting richer and not getting paid, richness of the richers of the richest.
And real quick, Damon, I don't mean to interrupt, but
good.
I'm very surprised that they didn't have a strike in 2020, which makes me believe that within the next 2 years, an MLB strike will happen again, and it's going to set them farther back and take steps back when they're looking at stepping forward.
The only step that they need to make is put a salary cap.
I agree. No, two things: salary cap and get rid of the god-awful DH.
Well, they didn't have DH this year, did they?
No, everybody had DH.
So they made both leagues have a DH this year. I thought I was looking, but see, that tells you how much I really pay attention to baseball. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's so stupid. I'm sorry. You've heard us before. The pitchers learned how to bat ever since Pee Wee. Put them in the batting box and bat. That's it. That's all I gotta say about that.
You leave college and can't hit the ball anymore.
I'm with you, Courtney. I'm with you. Look at it. Look at it. I really want to try those wings, though. I agree. I keep hearing tremendous things about them.
Then we need to get a road trip, and we drive down to Atlanta and Magic City, and we get some of the wings. Now, I've had strip club wings.
Hopefully, we can stop there on the way to Miami.
I've had strip club wings. Oh, good one. I've had strip club wings. Strip club wings. Absolutely amazing.
Yes, I'm sure they are.
As long as you don't get them naked.
We're just with a little bit of extra sparkle on them. Don't get the shiny barbecue sauce.
Wow. So while we're talking about fighting, so we had a couple nice fights on both the boxing side and the MMA side. So you had the pound for pound best fighter of the world type deal unification bout between Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko. I'm not even going to try Lomachenko.
Yep, you got it.
And then again, you get Teofimo beat his ass, plain and simple. But always when a champion loses, is not ready to lose, Pacquiao, they always come up with some type of excuse of why they didn't win. Oh, I was hurt before the fight. I had a surgery that didn't nobody. Shut up. You got whipped. Move on.
I agree with you there, John. Better accessibility for local teams on television package for baseball. All I want is a $30 season package for whatever team, individual team. That's all.
Hey, we also forgot that we were giving press access.
Yeah, we had full media credentials to the Indians game. Can't say that now. Cleveland's got rid of it. I don't know what we're going to be called here.
The Racers.
I don't know. That might be racist. Somebody's getting offended.
So, but yeah, we were denied, we were given and denied, but they were still good media credentials.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
we're gonna get back there in 2021, baby. We're looking to do some big things.
I'm gonna brush up on my baseball writing. So.
There you go. There you go.
All right, and so that takes us into that. In the UFC, we had some pretty nice fights as well.
Mm-hmm.
We had the leaving of an era in Silva.
Yep.
We had some of the greatest knockouts that I've ever seen in all of fighting. And then we were graced to be new friends with a menace, a Nathan Mantis. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Our good buddy from Henderson, Kentucky, made his long-awaited UFC debut and handled business not once this year, but twice with a tremendous thump. I mean, he thump. You heard it too. It was like that. Then he just slid on and locked it in.
And so, as we're taking care of fighting and getting our juice in, we're seeing some good stuff at Fight Island, seeing the good stuff on Top Rate Boxing and a couple of the other people. More sports are starting to jump in now. Everybody's playing, so to speak. The NFL is staying on track with all of their things except for the Hall of Fame game.
I'm juicing.
But then we get to talk a little bit about.
I'm juicing.
I see that. and then we come full circle almost, and we're back to college, which was so entertaining. Not for the play.
Yeah, exactly.
Not for the play.
No.
But it was extremely entertaining, especially watching the Big Ten and the Pac-12 not know what the hell is going on.
I'm caught with my pants down. I don't know what to do.
You know what I mean? So we nobody's playing college football, and then so all the players, form a union. And they bitch, the coaches bitch, the parents bitch, fans is bitching, bitches is bitching.
And the NCAA still does not lower their balls on the table.
No, so you got three conferences that say, hey, we're going to get this thing popping with y'all or without.
Go.
Big Ten says we're out. Big Ten says we're in. Big Ten says, okay, we're going to need just 6 games to be in the conference championship to make it legal. Everybody gets sick. Big Ten says, you know what? Since Ohio State is not playing, we need to change the rules to let them in. Everybody complains, but nobody does anything about it. So once again,
you know why? Because once again, the NCAA doesn't throw their balls on the table.
Oh, it was so entertaining to watch.
Dominator here.
And the funny thing about it is I'm going to lay credit where credit due. It's my man over here called it. He called it. He said, hey, that's not enough time.
No.
Not enough time. You don't give yourself no leeway. And bam, 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 bam.
So they did. They put loopholes in on top of loopholes after the fact. Because the NCAA doesn't drop their balls.
Hey, but here's the funny thing about it. And it's not even the Ohio State dude that's running the Big Ten conference. He's not the Big Ten president.
Right.
It's not even from Ohio State.
No, he's from Minnesota, isn't
he? Yes.
Yeah. I don't get it. Hey, you've seen corruption in NCAA for years. Now everybody just witnessed what everybody that's been involved in the NCAA sports has known for years. Here it is on the table in front of you. What are you going to do? Everybody just folds and says, yes, master. We're going to allow them in.
Wow. I'm with you. And then so we keep on moving, and then we almost forgot about golf, but then golf comes back with awesomeness.
Man.
They had a couple tournaments pop off. Dustin Johnson was wiping boys off the mat this year, but we still get to see the Masters. But it's
you bet your ass I want some money on that.
The Masters was in October this year. At the end of the year, you had leaves. There was different colors. The shade was at different places. It was the first year that they started the Masters off from both tees.
Yep.
No fans, but you still got to see Tiger. We got to see Tiger play okay. It wasn't a stinker Tiger that we've seen all year. It was a okay Tiger. And let's not forget the matches with Tiger, Phil, Peyton, Steph, Charles. All those are really good too. So we got the Masters. Dustin wipes everybody's ass with that. And where do we go from there, sir?
So we're in October. We did have the what are we talking about? The World Series.
Yes.
The World Series go on.
Very entertaining playoffs this year, though. I do like the concept that they put in with the playoffs for baseball in this particular season. Oh, no, it was great, man. I loved it.
I mean, it gave them more games. It gave you more excitement for the game. They need to do something. I don't understand. I don't agree with their whole in extra innings, you put a man on second starting off the inning. I don't like that. That's not competitive. Play the game to play the game. But again, as far as you mentioned, the playoff scenario was a lot better this year. I like it. Moving forward, let's see how they do.
Yeah, I think a lot of them tweak. Oh, we forgot to mention. I'm sorry, NHL people. We don't talk hockey. It's not that hockey is not good.
We're looking.
I don't even know who won. Was it Tampa Bay Lightning? Was it the Lightning? Or was it Nashville?
No, Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. See,
I'm 90% sure. I'm like the kid at a. Never mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Not going there.
No, we're not. So that brings us into where we're at now. So we've had the Crawford fight.
Yep.
We've had the Spence fight.
Yep.
But we haven't had the Crawford Spence fight.
Right.
So we had a little bit of Mike Tyson. We had Mike Tyson fight. We had Roy Jones fight. We had Nate get knocked out.
Man.
We had Connor come back. And
I still would love. I'm just going to say, I still would love to find a charity. Hint, hint. Driving for Dyslexia. That we could do a charity boxing event against me and Jake Paul. Jake, if you're listening, I know you listen to us all the time. You're a BW Sports 1 follower, fan. Come on, let's bring the money to the charities that need it. I would love the money, but you know what? I have no problem beating your head in with 16-ounce, 12-ounce, 10-ounce gloves in the middle of the ring to give the money to driving for Dyslexia. So when you're ready, Jake, I'm waiting.
Oh, challenge. I just want to be the black guy in the corner with the little hat rolled up and throw the towel and say, it's supposed to be an exhibition.
Yeah. You better be on his side then. Don't you dare throw no towel in on me.
No.
Don't you dare throw no towel in on me.
The towel have to be thrown in. I could just want to throw the towel. I didn't say throw it in. I said throw the towel.
Yeah, when you say throw the towel in boxing, man, that doesn't sound good on my end.
Yeah, but I didn't say throw it in. I said throw the towel. See, I could throw it down right at my feet outside.
But just make sure it don't slide all of a sudden, slide underneath the bottom rope or something. I'll look over and be like, dude.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, there was an accident.
Right. I'm gonna come over to the corner and be like, cut me, Damon. Cut me, man.
Chris is over there in the stand. You can do it, the lion.
I think you should beat him with some Twisted Tea. No, I think what should happen is the charity event gets put away with Driving for Dyslexia, and Twisted Tea comes in and gives everybody Twisted Tea.
I mean, I like that stuff.
You know, I've never had it.
I mean, it's not bad, man. It's a good, refreshing drink. I mean, it's not something that you trying to, bend backwards on, you know what I'm saying? But it's a good, nice, refreshing drink, like on a nice 85 to 93 degree day. It'd be all right.
He said bend backwards.
I did.
Right.
It brings us to where we are now. Kind of right at the situation where we started the year off. COVID was coming in, and it kind of looks like COVID's going out. So,
I mean, keep your fingers crossed that we don't get hit with nothing other crazy. Real quick, some news that I heard today. John Paul Jr., old ex IndyCar driver, Muncie native, passed away. Sorry to hear that. Condolences out to his family. And he's a historic driver.
Oh, and today is LeBron James' 36th birthday.
Man, he's 2.5. He's younger than me, huh? Damn it.
Matter of fact, as soon as we tune out, I'm gonna get
ready. That Lakers game.
Yeah, I'm ready to switch my mind to the state of basketball. Two great games tonight, man. I'm gonna watch that Laker game. And then you got the late game was the Clippers and the Trailblazers. You got that Dame.
Come on, Dame.
PG. Let's go get it.
Well, we all know PG regular season PG is a lot better than playoff P. So, yes, that's taking a shot, sir. Yes, that's how I do it. That's how I roll.
See, I'm always ready to take a shot. That's why the Nerf gun is in the background.
Hey, you mentioned the state of basketball.
Yes, and there it is.
The state of basketball. Huh?
Yes.
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 State of basketball. Newest debuting show, I should say, of BW Sports 1. Catch it Sunday mornings before the games start that day. I don't know exactly. I know it's not going to come out at 11 o'clock because at 11 o'clock a.m. on Sundays is our good buddy, The Stash, a.k.a. Tommy Boy, a.k.a. Tom Racker, a.k.a. whatever hell other name he wants to give himself.
Full beard now. He don't like the stash. He's got the full beard now.
I think we're going to go with the skullet then.
Yeah, I need to come up with something with that look, man.
The skullet.
Yeah, I like it. The skullet. That is absolutely outstanding.
Checkers and Wreckers. That's right. Checkers and Wreckers having their first show of 2021 this Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Monday.
Where he drives hard. Shifts fast. And keeps some good wish leather on the road.
Can't do it.
I can't either. So, but hey, I know on Saturdays for them people who like to wear onesies, you can follow Super Kicking It with Steven.
They're singlets.
Single means one onesie.
Oh, boy. Onesie's long, like long sleeved and long pantsed,
which would make it so much better.
All I know is that the AWF better be prepared for the Lion King to reign upon thee.
Yes, if you haven't checked those promo videos out, man, go over to our group page, Super Kicking It with Steven, and you get all of your wrestling news, man, from all over every wrestling platform. He's really knowledgeable about this stuff, so go check him out.
Mm-hmm. I want to give one shout out to our good buddy Keegan Harman at Harman Designs. He has been doing some awesome artwork for us on the iRacing scene. He's helping us out with some new logos and all this, that, and the other. If you guys are looking for any type of artwork or racing paints or something like that, Harman Racing Designs, he's awesome. And he's over the pond, mate. He's over in the fog, mate.
Oh, he's up. He's across the pond.
He's got the Crocs and the, what do they call them? The Huntsman spiders.
Oh, he's over there.
Yeah, mate.
He's in the prison island.
Yeah, mate.
So we finally got our person from down under.
We do, mate.
We haven't seen Brian O'Brien in a while. I hope he's still okay. We might shoot him a text. Like, you good, bro?
Yeah, I think we do. I think we need to resurrect Brian O'Brien from the Florida grave that we thought was Australia.
Yeah, well, maybe he needs to get some quantum inspirations from our good friend Monica P. Clark coming Thursday, starting in January.
You remember?
Really excited about
you? Yeah, you remember Step Brothers?
What?
You remember Step Brothers, the movie?
Yes.
Pow!
Oh,
pow, pow! Is he saying pow? What are you saying? Why are you saying that? That's my mind blowing from all the quantum inspirations that Monica's going to give BW Sports One World.
Oh, this guy is outstanding. So, yeah,
he's getting annoyed, folks.
This new show that's coming up, this Combat Zone with our friend Dan the Lion. Man, we got some good stuff coming from that. Man, make sure you stay tuned. So, he did mention something about Miami. Just stay tuned. That's all I got to say.
What was it say? Bouncing in the city where the heat is on all night to the beat to the break of dawn. We going to Miami. Hey, hey! Stay tuned for the announcement on that, folks.
Well, if he just didn't do it, but
no, that was just saying we're going to Miami. But for what, man? We don't know.
Could be going fishing. I heard they got good marlin fishing.
Yeah, all we did was ask Roy Hibbert. We asked Roy Hibbert. Yeah, we asked Roy Hibbert if that was a good spot.
All right. And just in case you guys don't know, we have some brothers that we do affiliate ourselves with, the Dynasty Bros FF. For this current season, we have been doing their redraft audio for our podcast audio platforms. Very good show. These guys are super knowledgeable about their fantasy football and their dynasty football. So make sure you check those guys out if you can. Dynasty Bros FF Podcast. FS stands for Fantasy Football.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Damon, do we have anything tonight for 2020 end of year? One thought.
Yeah, we do. I'm gonna try to keep this as clean as I can possibly can.
Uh-oh.
Not everything you read or everything you hear is the truth. Just because it's on the internet and just because somebody posted doesn't make it accurate. There's always two sides to every coin. There's always two sides to every story. So that's that. And the good side of things is 2020 is a new year. Don't dwell in the past. Always move forward. The future is for us to grasp. That's it.
Say that last line.
The future is for us to grasp.
I gotcha. I thought you made some kind of statement, kind of like the ceiling is the roof.
Oh, you mean like the standard is the standard?
Yeah. No, I'm going to just say it's been a hell of a year for everybody. Again, kind of reiterating what I said last week. Love one another, show compassion to one another, help one another out. We got to get all through this together. Once we get past this, we can get back to doing what we all love, and that's being able to go to live sporting events, go to concert events, go to the socialization of the world. And to do that, we need everybody to get involved and take control as much as we can. So let's run out of 2020. Just because it's another number on the year calendar doesn't mean that the air is going to be different, or at 10 o'clock at night on New Year's Eve, the air changes different. You got to we got to step up and handle our business as one.
Yes. Production or lack of production speaks volumes.
I was trying to do a crowd, but I didn't have anything left in my voice to do a crowd.
Thank you all for tuning in to us every week, all for following us. We appreciate it. 2021 is going to be another big year for BW Sports 1, and we are hopeful that you guys are going to jump on that board and ride that train and ride it with us. Appreciate you.
Choo choo! We are on our way to 2021
and ride it. Come on, ride the train and ride it. Woo woo!
Oh, what's the start? Oh yeah! Hey, just remember, folks, going into 2021, if you need any type of promotional help, services such as voiceovers, audio and visual editing. Audio and visual programming, broadcasting, live event promotion, and more, inbox us, info.bwsports1@gmail.com. And we'll give you.
We can't call it for the Pew Pew girl.
No, what? She's here. She's here. Oh, she's here. She's here. I don't know what she's doing, but she's here. We're waiting on the Pew Pew Girl. What are you just sitting there for? She's like, I don't know. I'm just waiting.
There she is. I heard the Pew Pew Girl had a friend. So we got the Pew Pew Girl twins.
The Pew Pew Girl twins? That we might.
Awesome.
She does have a new friend.
Well, all right then. So
she must be tired tonight.
Yes, she does. She's about. I don't know. Have you been partying for New Year's Eve?
It's better not.
Grape juice looks like it's been a dent in it.
Well, Mammy Gold. Yeah, I don't understand what you just said, but okay. Okay, we got a troll, folks. We got a troll on the comments. That's all right, Damon. As we do every day, and one last time in the year 2020, tell them what we do.
Our job at BW Sports 1 is to keep Indy sporty.
Pew pew! Happy New Year's to everybody. We will see you in 2021.
20. No, I don't know.
Oh my God.
Peace.